With the monitor hooked around my belly like a seatbelt, I can hear the heartbeat of my unborn baby galloping along inside me, like the tiny hooves of a miniature horse. It's breathing with me, the pulse so much more real than any of the watery scans I had at 12, 20, 30 weeks, which just looked like moving snowstorms. Those hooves of heartbeats are fast and persistent, and in between each small, perfect beat, I feel my own huge, messy life realizing itself. The galloping heartbeat sounds ancient and wild, so different from the controlled institutional medical authority surrounding me. "Now wash your hands," demands a bright yellow sign by the sink in the corner of the room, as if the sign itself were standing there, hands on hips, waiting, just as I do with my younger children when they refuse to brush their teeth. I'm 38 weeks pregnant, that moment in this 40-week marathon when pregnancy feels like a practical joke I've played on myself that's gone badly wrong. It's lost the urgency of 8, 13, 21, 32 weeks, and now is an experience that's endless, holding me stiller and stiller as my belly tightens. A huge, hot, heavy presence that accompanies me everywhere, and that's really not that much fun. I had been worried the baby was too still, hiccuping less, rummaging around inside me with less insistence. And this is my 5th baby, so the stakes are high. I've rolled the dice and it's fallen dazzlingly well in my favour 4 times over the past 15 years. Jimmy, Dolly, Dash and Evangeline. Sometimes I think much of my life has been about seeking strong motion, both to make me feel alive and distract from the pain of existence. I have found that strong motion through adrenaline and danger, or drugs, or sex, but none of those comes close to the wild feeling of emerging from the brink of labour, blood pouring from me, my body split open, holding new life in my arms. I don't want to leave the hospital to go home to the other children or to Pete, to the demands which send me running around the house in circles, finding hundreds of shoes, poking small feet into rolled up socks, draining soft broccoli, mopping up splashed milk, incessantly negotiating with adolescents about whose house I will drive them to and what sort of cereal I will buy later, looking at Year 7 maths homework I don't understand, chasing small, slippery, wet bodies out of the bath and into their pyjamas, then back down the stairs next morning to do it all again and again. I want to stay cocooned here, soft and quiet, imagining the baby who will soon arrive, listening to his or her heartbeat while sleeping, resting, absolving myself from the job as a mother to my children at home just for a few hours. When I'm ready, there will still be time to wash and fold muslin squares and pull the zipped-up suitcase of old baby clothes out of the attic, wash the sheets of the Moses basket, press drops of lavender oil into a small knitted blanket that somehow made its way across time from my mother's hands when I was a baby. There will be time to pack a hospital bag with disposable pants and those old-fashioned sanitary towels you can bleed and bleed into, and miniature newborn nappies so small Evangeline will use them for her toy dolls. There will be time for all these things, but now the hospital room is calm, the baby's heartbeat a hypnotic passport to sleep. My phone rings. I slip the monitor down my bump, fishing into the bag for my phone. It's Jimmy's school. I ignore the call, but the call will not be ignored. The woman's voice is tight with urgency, insisting I need to come into school immediately. I stare at the gel on my huge stomach, basically the only thing I can see, blocking my view of my feet or the end of the bed or anything beyond it. My abdomen, right now, seems to fill the entire room. "I can't come to school immediately. I'm having a baby soon. Next week, maybe," I say, even though this sounds ridiculous. I'm actually having a scan right now. I think she'll understand. "Miss Stroud, you need to come into school now," she repeats. I sense her frowning at me through the telephone. "Is everything all right? Can you tell me what's going on? Is Jimmy okay?" She tells me that Jimmy is okay. But due to student confidentiality, I can't tell you more, except that you must come into school.